that's ever come up.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of our clients come and they don't come from marketing background.
Yeah.
They come from manufacturing or sales. And so they're like, this product is awesome. I'm like, has it been vetted? Is it your opinion? And it's like, yeah, we think it's awesome too, but who is your target? And they're like, ugh. So we have to help them along that process. And we just show them, like, and we show them case studies, and they get it. They totally understand it. And so, but it's a matter of like educating and asking them about what their goals, what their objectives, and they know. I mean, they know enough because they live the business, but they don't have that marketing, and so they appreciate us coming in and explaining to them how they can get much more bang for their dollars, how we can help them meet their goals by bringing in, okay, you got your product on shelf. Now you got to generate demand, and so a lot goes into them seeing us as partners, not just as an agency, but as like almost like their marketing arm, if you will.
I can see how a customer, though, would come into a relationship like that thinking that they had a distinct advantage because they have a really good understanding of their product and a really good understanding of who buys and that sort of thing, which really it works against you. So like in our case, I came on board and you learn as much as you possibly can, as quickly as you possibly can, and in order to move forward from Monday to Tuesday, you sort of have to start making some assumptions, but they're dangerous. They're really dangerous. And if you don't document which assumptions you're making, then you sort of just start building on that. Right. And so it brings to mind something that we learned, maybe this is trivial and too tactical, but that was really kind of pivotal for us. So we're in the business of office mail automation. This is not a commercial. But so what we do is, so you have context. We receive mail on behalf of customers, generally businesses, that receive mail for other people, important mail, checks, that sort of thing. We receive it at our locations and then we digitize it or take action on it. What we were having, it's a huge operational undertaking. So there's not just the rebranding, but this if we're going to rebrand and we're going to sell this one product, what does that look like on the back end? What does that do to the operational structure? Anyway, so we were looking at packages in New York City. We thought for sure, because there's this condo sort of syndrome out in New York City, that people would really like to pick up their packages from our locations. And so we were ready to invest in real estate around this and make sure that we had sufficient storage capacity and so forth and so on. And when we reached out to them through with Valerie's help, we learned that that's there. It's not even on their radar. No. We were having meeting after meeting about what this was going to cost and how we should structure this. So it taught us an early and valuable lesson, which is don't be careful about assumptions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And just to extend on Ion's point, that's a lot of my job. Of what I do is, hand-holding with our client partners and saying, this is where we want to go. This is where we want, these are the steps to get there. And it is, you can't put the cart before the horse. You got to make sure that things are very process-oriented, and process-oriented is not intended to be a negative term. You don't want to get bogged down by process or make it slow you down, but at the same time, it's got to be somewhat methodical to ensure that you reach where you want to go.
If I may add to that, just somewhat related to targeted segmentation and whatnot, we had a client there had an innovative protein company, and they had patented their product, and reports were saying millennials are actually, this is a beef, pork, chicken company, and it's in all secondary research that millennials are big meat eaters, which you would think, my friends are all vegetarian.
Yeah.
So there you go, but they're huge percentage of millennials are multicultural. So they come from, eating more meats in the background from a cultural standpoint. So anyway, they were like, millennials is it. But when the price point of this meat product, because of its innovation, was higher. And so there were psychographic similarities when we did our research between Gen Xers and millennials. The Gen Xers were the ones with the money to buy this product.
Yeah.
So
no, your target is millennial-minded Gen Xers.
Yes.
So anyway,
Yeah.
to prove that.
Yeah, for sure.